When you're feeling the desire to disconnect from your twin flame or to let go of the journey in some way, what this really means is that you are being called to let go. But not letting go in the sense of completely forgetting or letting go of a person, as we often think of this term as meaning, but letting go of everything energetically that is preventing you from fully reconnecting with your inner, most empowered, most fulfilled, and most authentic self. Our twin flame often calls us to these deeper levels of inner surrender. And in the moments of being called to a deeper level of surrender along the twin flame path, this may actually be interpreted by our conscious mind as wanting to let go of our twin flame or let go of the journey itself. But in this podcast, we are going to open a conversation about what it really means when you are wanting to disconnect from your twin flame or from the journey, and what to do in these moments of feeling the desire to disconnect. But before we get into this podcast, let me introduce myself. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. Welcome to this channel and to this podcast. If you do resonate with twin flame content, be sure to click the subscribe button and join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. Also, before we get started, I do want to share with you the most powerful tool that I personally use and have used for years to deeply reprogram my subconscious mind and magnetize my energy for my dreams and desires in life, which I now share with others so that you can do the same within your own life. And these are subliminals. Subliminals are meditation affirmations tracks that are embedded with unconscious affirmations, as well as powerful binaural beat frequencies to deeply uproot limiting beliefs from your subconscious mind, which actually controls 95% of your actions, outcomes, and really what you manifest and attract in your life. So reprogramming the subconscious with subliminals is a really powerful tool to reprogram your energy and literally magnetize yourself. Now, for twin flames specifically, I have created an entire section of subliminals for twin flames on my website, soundandsoulful.com. So as you can see on this website, I have over 100 subliminals for all areas of life, for appearance, for mood shifts, for success and mind power, and of course for twin flames as well. And as a member on my site, you can access any subliminal I've created for 7 days completely free. Now, I would most highly recommend my twin flame surrender subliminal in the context of this specific conversation, because whenever you're feeling this desire to disconnect from your twin, what you're really feeling is the desire, the pull, pulling you into deeper levels of surrender. So this subliminal will assist you in shifting from that chaotic state of consciousness to a total surrender state. And from that place of surrender, you will be able to integrate your own inner masculine and inner feminine, and also cultivate an energetic union with your twin in the 5D that will ultimately manifest itself physically as well. So the link to more information on this twin flame surrender subliminal is in the pinned comment and description box under this video. But as I was saying, as I was kind of explaining how that subliminal works, we're really talking about the difference between disconnecting and surrendering. So when we talk about wanting to disconnect from our twin flame, or even actively trying to disconnect from our twin flame, usually we are talking about trying to forget or let go of the person through the conscious mind to say, I'm no longer going to think about this person. I am not going to feel this way about this person anymore. I am going to wipe them clean of my mind or from my physical reality because I just don't want to do this anymore. That's usually what comes up for twin flames. And usually following these feelings, the first thing we try to do is to go about doing this. So we try to push away the person, to kind of cut them out of our life and our mind. We try not to think about them. And in other forms of love and relationship, this actually can work. We can really kind of block someone out of our conscious mind by kind of not putting ourselves in a situation where we are around them, either virtually, we can block them on social media, or in person, we can move away from them, or we can create a day-to-day life where we don't see this person. And in many cases, for forms of non-soul connection, this actually over time will allow us to slowly begin to forget about this person. We will slowly begin to feel kind of numb to them and to the experience, and we may even start to feel apathetic. Even with soulmate connections, platonically and romantically, although we are always connected to some degree to our soulmates, our soul family, so there will always be an awareness of our soulmates, we are able to essentially cut them out of our daily reality and move on with our lives if we choose to do so. So why is this so difficult for twin flames? Why is it that, as so many of us have discovered, when we try to actively forget or move on from or let go of our twin flame or this connection or this journey, not only do we find it difficult to forget about them, not to think about them, but very often the fascinating thing about twin flame connection is the more we try to disconnect, very often the more intensely we actually experience the connection. The more we feel like we are receiving signs and symptoms and synchronicities that we may have not gotten for months or years prior to making the decision to disconnect. As twin flames, it can often feel as though, without rhyme or reason to the conscious mind, to the ego mind, everything in our life is seeming to draw us back into our twin full circle. It's like no matter what direction we walk in away from them, we always end up coming back around to them. That's very often how it can feel as twin flames. And there are a few reasons for this. But first and foremost, the reason that we feel sometimes this kind of excruciating emotional and sometimes even physical pain when we try to cut this twin flame cord to disconnect from this journey is because there is no cord to be cut in the literal sense. Although twin flames are sometimes depicted as having a cord between them running from the heart chakra of one twin to the heart chakra of the other twin, this is a beautiful depiction and accurate in the sense that twin flames exchange the most energy through the heart center, but not accurate in the sense that this visualized cord is something that can be cut or broken, because it can't. It is simply a representation of the perpetual, inevitable, and unstoppable energy transfer that is constantly occurring between twin flames because they are counterpart souls, because they are essentially the same soul essence. They carry the same vibrational frequency that is a unique energetic signature to themselves and not shared by any other soul. So this doesn't begin, this energy transfer, because it's been going on since the origin points of the souls. And it also doesn't end because it is, to end this energy transfer would be ending your own soul, which can't happen because your soul is eternal. It goes on and is constantly, perpetually in this process of expansion through lifetime after lifetime. So twin flames are in this eternal, unstoppable dance with one another through lifetime after lifetime, some lifetimes never meeting or interacting at all in the physical, other lifetimes being fully consciously aware of one another and perhaps even living together and being together in a stable manifested relationship. But one thing is sure for twin flames, and this is that there is no disconnecting from your twin or from this journey. But if this sounds hopeless to you, I don't mean this in a hopeless or negative way. I don't mean this in a disempowering way. If anything, I hope that knowing that there is no disconnecting from your twin, in the sense that there is this counterpart soul that is constantly exchanging energy with yours, that exists in connection with you eternally, I hope that that can provide you a sense of calm and stability along this journey, because your connection is stable. It is a sure thing. And also, I want you to know that you are empowered with free will as a physical human being in this life. You have the free will to create your own life and your own destiny, to manifest and attract what you want in life, including what you desire from your relationships. And this journey is unique to you and unique to your desires. So if you don't desire to be in a long-term, traditional, romantic relationship with your twin flame, there are no rules here, in the sense that there is no one telling you that you need to do that. There is no right or wrong here. You can make decisions about how you want to structure your life and your love connections in the way that brings you the most joy. However, the reason that when we actively try to cut ourselves off from our twin, we feel this dissonance that we then interpret as negative emotions or even negative physical sensations, is because in our effort to actively disconnect from our twin, what we're actually doing is pushing back against our own energy, against our own inner self. So all we really feel is this kind of pushback effect. So then, when you're feeling this pull to disconnect from your twin, what does it really mean? There's nothing going wrong here. There's nothing you've done wrong on the journey if you're feeling this desire to disconnect. In fact, if you are wanting to let go of your twin, to disconnect from your twin, that is simply your conscious ego mind interpreting the call of your soul into deeper levels of surrender. And answering that call requires you to shift your focus, your attention from the external 3D manifested circumstances between yourself and your twin, even the manifested person of your twin flame altogether, and to turn your attention to really what this journey has always been about and what your twin has been entering your life to teach you, which is self-reconnection. Instead of giving your power away through the power of your focus externally on your twin as this external physical being and as this journey from something that is so separate and apart from you, focus your attention back within yourself, because that's what it's always been about. So when you're feeling that desire to disconnect, what you're really feeling is the call to surrender. Surrender meaning letting go of every physically manifested aspect of your twin and of this connection that is causing you these feelings of pain, and rather to turn within yourself, to fully empower yourself, and to choose to show up for and support yourself internally in all the ways that perhaps you were seeking externally from the physical person of your twin flame. Very often, the very things we feel as though we aren't getting from our twin in the physical, that we are so desperately seeking from them, whether it's words of validation, confirmation, whether it is some form of support, a feeling of being lovable or being worthy. So often these things we are externally seeking from the physical person of our twin flame are actually spotlights shining inward and showing us the places that we need to show up more bravely, more profoundly for ourselves. This is inner integration at its finest, essentially through this process of learned self-love and self-support and self-validation, removing your attention from the external twin flame journey and making it about you. This is how you balance your inner masculine and inner feminine. Now, the ironic thing about this is by letting go of the physical aspects of the journey and focusing on that inner integration process, which I would love to share more information about in future podcasts as well. But essentially what this does is it actually creates balance and harmony between yourself and your twin, because the way in which your twin and yourself are connected means that the circumstances of your connection in the physical are reflecting the internal energetics within you, specifically the conflict or harmony, the balance or imbalance between your own inner masculine and inner feminine. And of course, it's the same for your twin flame as well. If they are disconnected from their inner masculine or inner feminine, or there's a lack of balance there, that will show up externally in your physical 3D connection as well. But the beautiful thing here about the constant energetic supports of one another, of twin flame counterparts along this journey, is only one twin has to make the shift for the other to feel the effects. So when you choose, again, to fully show up for yourself, to focus on self-love, self-growth, self-reconnection, making the choices that empower you and to bring you joy and freedom in the moment, wherever that leads you, without fixating on how that is going to lead to external outcomes in your physical 3D relationships or even your twin flame relationships specifically. That is what we call true surrender, and it is the most powerful and empowered place you can reach as a twin flame. And again, the irony is here, when you reach that place of total surrender and inner integration within yourself, the kind of balance and stability and harmony that you achieve actually allows you to naturally manifest that 3D stable physical reunion state with your twin as well. But again, only if that's what you desire. This also will simply magnetize you for love and for happiness, for fulfillment in all areas of your life as well, because what you're really doing is bringing yourself into balance and harmony within. So I really hope this podcast was helpful. I hope it was empowering for you along your journey. And if you would like to explore my Twin Flame Surrender Subliminal meditation that is really powerful for helping you achieve this inner integration of your inner masculine and inner feminine and fully shift into that surrender state along your journey, the link to that is in the pinned comment and description box under this video. Otherwise, be sure to subscribe and join our beautiful community here. And I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day.